When you look at countries like Korea and places where their entertainment industries have taken over the world, it's also because of a very strong support of the government and of, the economic way it works.
And also the embassies, like Korea, I know they spend a lot of money to make Korean culture something that is appreciated everywhere in the world. And that was a conscious decision because they realized at some point of time that Korea is seen as, cheap mal, replicated mal. You can't afford Japanese technology, take Korean technology. So, they made this conscious effort of pumping in money into the drama, into the music industry, into everything, and to change the image of Korea. Not to associate it with this sasta and tikau and sasta and non-tikau mal.
And when you think about the cultural power that we are, and the kinds of stories that we have from so many different states, the languages that we have, the diversity of storytelling voices, imagine using that power well. Imagine if films could be made stronger, if storytelling in this country could be encouraged. And you have some states doing it, but other states not. And I think that does in some way affect the Hindi film industry as well, because, for instance, in Punjab there's no entertainment tax, or in UP they're giving a lot of subsidies for filmmaking. But here the subsidies are for Marathi film, and Hindi film actually we associate with Maharashtra, with Mumbai, So it needs, I
nobody's
feel,
baby.
It's nobody's baby at this point. I feel it needs a little bit of rethinking if we want to make films successful again and use the power of cinema. And I hate to say use, because at the end of the day, cinema should be, it is an artistic medium and should continue to, sort of speak to, things that perhaps news cannot directly. It can talk to human problems that in a much more sort of engaging way, and not necessarily be used to give messages.